40 years ago, Mr. President, I want to say you and I have something in common. In 1978, I bought a house on Pleasant Hill Road, and I've been there for 40 years. So I understand the pain. You know, 40 years ago in Gwinnett County, we that lived in Gwinnett County know the pain and the struggle, especially if you're black. You know, and I tell those stories because it is true. When my daughter came home, when she was in the first grade, she had no idea. She didn't understand. And one little kid says, you know, you black. And she said, okay, you know, whatever. But she didn't know what that meant. And then she used the N-word to her, you know. And so then when she came home, she says, Daddy, I said, baby, let me explain something to you. I want you to understand life. You know, if your hair is snappy, that is our fault. That is your mother's fault and my fault. If your teeth are not clean or straight or whatever, that's my mother's fault and my fault. You know, if your clothes are dirty and raggedy, that's your mother's fault. But the color of your skin belongs to God. And so when she said that to you again, you just tell the little girl that you must don't like God. You know what happened? The next day, told the little girl that she explained to her. She said, you know, the color of my skin is God. God made the color of my skin. So anyway, I say that to you all because within about an hour, the parent came down to my home and said, your little girl told my daughter that she didn't like God. And I said, I don't think so. I said, you know, what my little girl said, what your little girl was saying to my little girl was, my little girl is fine because she knows where the color of her skin came from. You need to go home and console your child, you know, because whatever people learn, they learn in the home. And the reason I say that because I want you all to know something about me. I represent House District 100. I mean, it couldn't have been a better district. Couldn't have been a better district because I am what you see. I'm 100. You know, hate is not a family value in the McClain home. Being a bigot is not a family value in the McClain home. Being a bully is not a family value being in the McClain home. And being a racist is definitely not a family value in the McClain home. I say that because I want you all to understand that right is right, wrong is wrong. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Regardless, Trump is damn wrong. And I say that because I want you all to understand me. Even if my own party, if someone was that way, I would say he's wrong. I'm not a party person. You know, I'm a people person. Each and every day I wake up and I'm running. You know, I mean, the comical part is, it comes out as I'm running. I don't know if I'm running to eat or if I'm running because somebody's trying to eat me. All I know is I'm running. But I do know that we must run together. I know that if we run together, we'll be very successful. I know that. I know that we've all talked about registering to vote. We've got enough folks already registered to vote. We just got to get them to go vote. We just need people to go vote. So a lot of y'all, you know, I tell you, y'all want to scare somebody? March to the polls. If you want a nice march to the polls. You know what will scare the people? Even if you couldn't even vote, if you just lined up at the polls. If you just lined up. If they looked out at the polls and saw all the out there, regardless, they would just blow their mind. And I want you all to realize that's what we must do. You know, I always want people to understand that that's the only marching you do. You know, sure, I got the Dr. King Award, sure, I did all of that. But what I feel more so proud about is being able to mobilize people. You know, I'll let people be people because, you know, it's Muslim American, Black America, homophobia American, gay. I mean, come on. When Columbus came over here in whatever 1400, he discovered Indians. He did not discover America. People were already here. People were already here. More people are coming each and every day. And when more people come each and every day, we've got to embrace them. We got to embrace the culture. We got to embrace the living. We got to give them the freedom of speech. Because one bad apple does not spoil a whole barrel. Because everybody has them. Everybody. Everybody's got bad people. Right now, the Republicans got a real bad one. They've got one that's so bad, what they're talking about right now, nobody wants to be seen with him, but nobody wants to denounce him. You just as bad as the person if you can't denounce that person. Yeah. I'm sorry. You are just as bad as that person if you can't denounce that person. You might as well, Pedro Moran, I love him. We're in the house together. I want to let y'all know the reason that I came on last. Thank you. The reason I came on last because I am the junior. I'm the youngest. This is my third term. I can't say I've had any races. I run 3 times. There's only been 3 names on the ballot. I don't know if Farouk go around telling people, or either I have my treasurer in the house, Clarence Dabney. I don't know if they go around telling people that I will beat you up if you run against Dewey. But Desmond Tutu said something that means a lot to me. And he talks about hope. And when he said hope, he say hope is what you see in the darkness. Hope is what you see in the darkness. But he also realized there is light. It will not always be dark. People, what we've got to do, we've got to march, we've got to rally, we've got to make things real. We've got to make things real. When I say make them real, I must not kid with y'all when I'm going to do marches to the polls once they open up in October. I don't care if you can vote or not. I just want you to march with me and line up. Let them tell you that you can't vote. You never know what you'll find out if that happens. I want to thank you all again for inviting me tonight. I want to say thank you and realize one thing. We've got enough registered to vote. We need to what? We need to vote. We just need to vote. Thank you.